see. When somebody can see what you can't see in your family, baby, you better listen to them. I listened. That's what you didn't have to tell me twice. You ain't gonna never have to tell me twice. When my daddy told me that man don't mess with you like that, he wasn't even over there trying to do nothing to help you. He wasn't at the court. He didn't give a I could have been like, he loved me.
Prepare to grip your lashes, your pearls, and your screenshot fingers because Blueface's mother, Karlissa Saffold, who has the hip-hop industry's sharpest tongue, just made a big splash in Chrisean Rock, and it's criminal, deep and personal this time, immediately following Blueface's startling prison call in Chile. Karlissa squandered time by hopping online and delivering a vicious tirade on Instagram. She didn't hold back. She hurled significant jab at Chrisean, suggesting that the girl with the camera and the whiner are the reason her son is incarcerated. However, she then spoke the line that caused the internet to go crazy. I have never locked somebody up. Never, my men, my children. I'm not a Christian. When I can stand on my own 2 feet, I don't rush to the police. Please pardon me. Every blog fan page was included in that one statement. An identical question is being asked by a cousin on Facebook. Does Karlissa hold Chrisean responsible for Blueface's incarceration? There was more drama to come. Screenshots were shared online. Fans reportedly began picking sides after Chrisean clapped back. It's not simply family strife. The timeline is at war. Hold on now. Prior to discussing Karlissa's viral we learned how we got here in the year's best read. Because this isn't just any old mother making fun of her child. This is a culmination of years of tumultuous family history, jealousy, incarceration, and unresolved smoke. Let's go back. Chrisean Rock and Blueface have become the epitome of toxic love made public. They've had more battles than some reality programs have, from fistfights to stolen phones, knocked out teeth, and failed baby showers episodes. You know who has been there the entire time. But she has never been on their side. One thing has always made Karlissa, Blueface's mother, proud and outspoken. She and Chrisean don't get along. Never will. Never has. My son used to smile before he met that girl. Now he looked like he was fighting demons in every pic. She has also termed her dangerous and disrespectful. But that's not all. Karlissa and Blueface have also had several run-ins. They used to embrace, but now they curse at one another on Instagram Live. From verbal regrets to physical confrontations, released in 2023, according to reports. Things grew so bad that Blueface forbade her from seeing his children. Naturally, Karlissa immediately took to Instagram to share with the world, I reared that boy. In the present, I'm still his mother, regardless of how wealthy he becomes. Blueface is imprisoned. Why? A parole violation connected to a prior weapons charge and assault case. Rumor has it, however, that someone close to him may have aided the authorities behind the scenes. And you know who the internet believes it to be? Chrisean, to be honest. There is currently no formal evidence linking Chrisean to his most recent arrest. But let's face it, proof isn't necessary in this messy social media justice environment. The stories are driven by supposed sources, screenshots, and vibes. As a result, fans were glued to Blueface's first public prison call. The call appeared on a dubious Instagram blog. The audio recording was brief, but deep. Blueface's statement. Tell my son I love him. Tell my mama I'm alright. Some folks weren't solid. But it is what it is. Rocked fan circles just by saying that. People made snap judgments right away. In a matter of seconds, theories fell. He's referring to Chrisean without actually stating it. He essentially declared, she's snitched. Has anyone else recently been that close? After that, Karlissa went viral with a lengthy tirade on Instagram Live. And she came in full force. Johnny, the live Karlissa continued. Let me tell y'all something. I've never put my child, my baby daddy, or a man I was sleeping with behind bars. As she stared directly into the camera while tapping her phone with her red nails. I'm tired of y'all putting me in this narrative, she added. Then the bomb Chrisean out here acting like she loves him, but got the entire system watching him. And y'all still cheering for that. Fans in the comments were going crazy. Mama said what she said. But she wasn't wrong. Well, that's the end of the internet for the week. Even though he's straight, I raised mine correctly. However, these new gals are poisonous. They messy and they're too good at playing the victim. Then she lost her microphone. No lady who loves you would call the police. No devoted queen would allow her spouse to fail while she went live to get viewers. It wasn't just shadow, Johnny. There was lightning, thunder, and a hurricane warning. However, what followed made things even more chaotic since Chrisean noticed and spoke up. The internet went crazy as soon as Karlissa's live stream finished. Her most scathing comment was shared on every gossip blog. I have never locked somebody up. I'm not a Christian, and hashtag Karlissa was trending on X, the former Twitter, in less than 1 hour. Reactions erupted on Instagram as admirers flooded Chrisean's comments with questions. She didn't remain silent, though. Chrisean, she retaliated. With a full Instagram live. Not a tweet or a story, own, she entered. Put your hair up. No filter. Trembling voice, you guys have me completely screwed up. I don't understand why this woman, who is a full-time mother, keeps mentioning me. She was pacing, obviously irritated, as if to say, go fix your son's case. Instead of talking about me, however, then she became even more blunt. Let's face it. Blue would have been in jail long ago if I had wanted him there. I would never see him at home if I were working with the system. However, I didn't, through it all. I kept it down. Please don't come for me when you aren't present. Supporters were observing as if it were a court case. What happened next, though? The timetable was broken because of that. After browsing through her phone, Chrisean retrieved a screen capture of what appeared to be texts from Blueface 2 nights before his incarceration. He stated in the messages, I have court coming. They've gone to try to get me. Don't say anything to anybody. They asked about that party last month. You don't know anything. Tell mom to chill. She's doing too much. If these communications were genuine, they indicated that Blueface was aware of what was about to happen and that he preferred Chrisean to remain silent rather than comply. Here's the problem, though. A voice note was leaked by another blog less than half an hour after she concluded her live stream. It wasn't Blueface's audio this time. The voice message, which came from a family acquaintance, was devastating. Look, man, they got video from inside the club. The man continues, it's not even about Chrisean. It's about that fight Blue got into. The girl has nothing to do with it. Hey. What? This completely changed the story. Fans were wondering if Kissa had wrongly accused Chrisean based on presumptions from the internet. An old animosity when the accusations had nothing to do with her. But it didn't end there. Screenshots of Karlissa purportedly being dubious bloggers, with statements like Chrisean has been plotting, were shared by another account purporting to be an ex-associate. When they arrest him, notice how quickly she goes public. A snake. Girl. She is using my son as leverage. Did Karlissa fabricate the whole snitch angle just to turn the internet against Chrisean? Fans now asked. The chronology was presented. On one blog, Chrisean posted a calm message to her stories, saying, Y'all will believe anything. I don't have to explain myself to people who hated me before they met me. Blueface is arrested. On Monday, Karlissa goes live blaming Chrisean. On Tuesday, evidence leaks, and on Wednesday, Karlissa's story is falling apart. But the first twist hit like lightning, according to a jailhouse call that was leaked. Blueface told a male acquaintance, I told her not to talk. I advised mothers to avoid using the asterisk T. Now, look, everyone got in my business. The entire internet believes they know what occurred. He never confirms anything or identifies people. But followers quickly figured out what he was talking about. Chrisean and Karlissa both went public. He's upset that they took to Instagram rather than remaining silent. Then, the storyline changed once more, with half of the fans claiming that Chrisean did nothing wrong, and that she was only held accountable for her clicks, while the other half claimed that she posted texts and went live, demonstrating her lack of loyalty, stirring the pot. But one thing was certain, Karlissa's story had flaws, and Chrisean was no longer playing defense. Instead, she was retaliating with screenshots, receipts, and her attitude. It's messy, personal, and far from over. Anarchy reached a new level just when the internet seemed to have taken sides. The tale took a crazy turn after hours of Chrisean screen recording texts, and that enigmatic jailhouse audio of Blueface urging everyone to be quiet. Suddenly, a phony headline that was posted by a dubious-looking news page on Instagram went popular, saying, Chrisean Rock cooperated with LAPD. According to the source, Blueface's destiny was sealed by her statement, which went viral and garnered over 60,000 shares in less than 3 hours after being picked up by blogs. The page was known for its clickbait and satire, but that didn't matter because the damage was done. One fan tweeted, we were rooting for you. Reaction channels reposted it, and people began calling Chrisean everything from a traitor to a federal girlfriend. But the headline was completely fake. We're getting anxious because of your bogus news. Your bogus news. Another said, fire is present where smoke is present. Why does her name keep coming up? In the meantime, Karlissa used this as an opportunity to further distort the story by reposting the headline to her Instagram story with a single word. Told y'all. This sparked a whole new storm, dividing fans along partisan lines. Instagram was a battleground, TikTok was flooded with reaction videos, and X was it strange that Blueface had too many women vying for control of a sinking ship. But then something unexpected happened. Whack 100 went live. Yes, Blueface's manager, who never keeps quiet when drama strikes, decided to set the record straight. Chrisean did Blue dirty. Karlissa is obsessed in a 10-minute, unfiltered Instagram live. He speaks and people listen. Wax remarked, "You guys are falling for false stories, dude. Let me tell you something, no one reported Blueface. He was locked up because of his own acts. That Chrisean girl didn't speak to anyone and didn't submit a report, which did more harm than good. I told Karlissa to chill." She added, "She doesn't pay attention. Instagram is more important to her than her son's attorney." Boom. Wack basically threw Karlissa under the bus on camera. And that shifted everything. Now the comments were filled with Wack, "Just shut it down," he said. "What are we all thinking? Karlissa exacerbates it, therefore Chrisean isn't the issue in the end." Fans interpreted Chrisean's cryptic tweet immediately following it live as a direct response to Wack's defense, with some even speculating that Kai and Wack had secretly stomped out their own feud in order to silence Karlissa. However, things get even more bizarre when an anonymous Reddit post leaks, claiming Karlissa and a gossip blog administrator exchanged emails on how to manage the story, saying, "We need to frame it like she always wanted him gone. Write something about how resentful she is." He went on, "That will keep my supporters loyal, if accurate. And that hasn't been verified yet. That would imply that Karlissa was deliberately promoting the false narrative in order to demonize Chrisean and prevail in the online conflict." People couldn't believe it. When her son is incarcerated, she plays the role of puppet master. This quickly went from being untidy to being malevolent. Take Carlos's Wi-Fi, please. However, when the smoke appeared to subside, a different voice joined the conversation. Chrisean and Taseki, her sister, went right in. She doesn't hold back, as you are aware. She claimed Karlos had been toxic when she went live that evening. Is he upset because of Chrisean? Are you all watching right now? Do you wish to remain current? Get rid of this mess. She's out here trending like she's launching an album, and Blue is locked up. Fans fired up the comments when she remarked, "If my sister snitched, she wouldn't be on no live. She'd be in hiding." Yeah, well, weird for hers. Taseki always goes, writing, "That's a sister." Then, this type of smoke is too much for Karlissa. Suddenly, the tide began to turn once more. Blogs began to retreat as well. Although some people removed the phony headlines and others made adjustments, Karlissa's credibility was permanently harmed. The following morning, she attempted to go live once more, but the atmosphere was different. Individuals were accusing her of being false, clout chasing, and resentful while dragging her in the comments. "You attempted to tarnish the girl's reputation. Support your son instead of your fans. This is about jealousy, not about justice." Karlissa logged off in the middle of that statement. By the end of that, Live fans also proclaimed Chrisean the unintentional victor of a drama that she didn't even initiate. What follows, though? Because Blueface still has not formally replied from prison. According to an insider, he may not approve of what some of them are doing on the internet. Goodbye. The drama between Chrisean and Karlissa had now gone far beyond small-time insults. It had escalated into a full-fledged online conflict. However, this is something no one anticipated. The general population, fans, blogs, and even some famous people, they absolutely betrayed Karlissa. What began as a mother standing up for her son had now devolved into a spectacle, and the internet had exploded. The fans should come first, believe that Twitter was ablaze. Karlissa just revealed who the bad guy was. The cries of desperation are loud. No more about Blueface. This is a pursuit of influence. Sis increased her fan base during her son's incarceration. It's crazy. Even ardent Blueface fans who often fought for Karlissa began to change sides. A popular post stated, "Chrisean has done a lot, but this time she really just stayed quiet until pushed. And even then, she only responded with receipts." Meanwhile, Karlissa is out here spinning conspiracies like she's on the Zoo Network on TikTok. Creators were breaking down Carlos' Instagram lives like courtroom footage. One creator even dropped a full timeline video titled "How Karlissa Ruined Her Son's Image in 72 Hours. Press 1.2 million views in one day. Celebrities also began to take notice, as evidenced by the most liked comment. "When your own mama becomes your peer disaster," JT from City Girls tweeted. "Some of these mamas need to log off and go hug their sons for real." Tokyo Toni, the mother of Black China, is familiar with mothers like that give the rest of us a bad name. Learn when to speak and when to shut up. Even Sashi Santana commented on the Shade Room, describing Karlissa's behavior as though she tried out for the Bad Girls Club Retirement Edition. By this time, it wasn't even funny anymore. It was awkward because Karlissa was posting every few hours, leaving comments on blogs, and sharing. Fans noticed that Blueface remained silent in the screenshots, with one user writing, "I be changing." My emergency contact in jail if my mom was doing all this while I was locked up. Another said, I know everything I need to know because Blue hasn't defended her or supported anything she said. Instead of responding with another clap, Chrisean shared a serene story when she began playing chess. My tranquility outweighs their cacophony. I am aware of what I did. I am aware of my mistakes. After she posted a video of herself and baby Junior grinning in a park with no drama or captions, just peace out, one line went viral, and fans began leaving comments in droves. This is what healing looks like. She's growing up and moving on from the noise. While Karlissa continues to yell into a ring light. The worst part is that Blueface's official fan page unfollowed Karlissa. Yes, screenshots were posted all over Reddit within hours, shocking his former followers. His own fan page also cut her off, causing embarrassment. In an attempt to preserve his reputation, it was now obvious that the internet had taken sides, and Karlissa was no longer the misunderstood mother she believed she was playing. But what does that mean for Blueface when he leaves? Fans are already wondering if he will break up with Karlissa after all of this, if he will speak out and clear Chrisean's name, or if he will let the internet burn. While he gathers a bag from all the controversy, one thing is certain, someone is going to make money off of it. There are already rumors that a network is raising an egg, as I say, look, you're going to die. And we all know I've been exploring. As I know when we all know I've been exploring that path, because with all this controversy, we know why I will widen sin with sin. Why we know why we see things for sin wise. One blog even leaked the title behind bars and behind screens, the Blueface family fallout, indicating that they were interested in documenting the entire feud, just when it appeared that things were finally coming to an end. When Karlissa had slowed down her post and Chrisean had decided to put peace before pettiness, a new leak occurred, this time from inside the jail, as an alleged direct message screenshot was shared by a known prison correspondent account, displaying what looked to be a private message sent from Blueface's management team's burner Instagram account while he's inside. It said, "Tell my mama to chill before she'll make it worse. I have a court coming up. I don't need the internet talking for me. She'll love me, she'll stop." 3 lines, 3 cold-cutting lines, and they spread across the internet is like a wildfire. Karlissa didn't reply not for hours, actually, and went totally silent. There were no stories, no life, and no criticism, but fans weren't finished, and they bombarded her most recent post with remarks like, "Your own son wants you quiet now. I just became depressed. Respectfully, ma'am, you did too much." Chrisean handled it well. Posting a subdued black and white picture, the comments were praising her for it. You won without saying a word. This is a maturity Karlissa never displayed. She matured and Karlissa remained stuck in 2019. Then, just as fans were announcing Chrisean as the clear winner of the internet, there was a picture of baby Junior sleeping on her chest. There was no caption, no shade, and no clapback. I said what I said. But now I see who really rides for whom. Karlissa finally broke her silence. But not in the way you might expect. She shared a single hurried photo and captioned it, "I sit alone on my porch, head down, no filters, no lighting caption." It sent chills through her fan base, with some feeling bad and others rolling their eyes. But everyone agreed there was still more to come. In the last plot twist, no one anticipated a close source for Chrisean. An anonymous blog post revealed that Chrisean has been approached by several networks for her own show, but she is only willing to accept one condition: Blueface receives a producer credit while he is not present. What? The same woman Karlissa accused of ruining Blueface's life may now be the one responsible. The teaser. You all heard him. Now it's time to hear me. Another leaked message purportedly from Blueface's team suggested that he's planning a full tell-all interview the moment he's released. People were shocked. One comment said it best: Karlissa made enemies, Chrisean made a play. But there's another layer. And suddenly, everything is on the line. Will Chrisean take the high road, or finally come out with the whole truth? Will Blueface come out and defend Karlissa, or distance himself once and for all? And most importantly, will Karlissa remain silent or return with a vengeance? And there it is, the family feud that went from petty slights to public humiliation. It's your turn to comment now. Did Karlissa truly try to defend her son? Or was it just for clout? Did Chrisean truly stay loyal this time? Or is she just playing it smart? Blueface behind bars, Kissa exposed and exhausted. Chrisean somehow rising from the ashes like APR Phoenix, and the fans watching, judging, and taking sides with every post. The comment section is officially open for debates, hot takes, and fan theories. Let's see who truly understood the assignment and who is just drinking the mess for the drama. If you love these in-depth analyses of celebrity chaos, don't forget to subscribe. And when Blueface leaves, who will he trust more, his mom or his baby mama? Screenshot, we got it first and raw. If you think that no matter how loud the lies are, the truth always finds a way to surface, watch this video and share it with your group chat that watches drama like Netflix, your crew, and your cousin who is always in someone's business because, guess what? This isn't the end. Rumor has it that Chrisean is negotiating her own reality deal. Karlissa is planning a podcast and Blueface is involved. We're not prepared for the next twist in his story, so keep an eye out and believe us, it's likely to disrupt the internet.